Children, uh, in the previous video, we have seen that how to create a binary file. So here again, the quick revision I want to show you that the path of the file is this one, and the name of the file is sample.dat. And if you open that D drive, here it is the file location, which is the name of the drive is Java file read and write. So this is the folder and here it is the file. Now you cannot read that content properly, but definitely string type you can read. If you see this string type, you will be able to read that. You can see that here it is Shardul, Ravi Prakash and Vijay Seth. But the other content you are not able to read because the content has been written in binary file. So now children, in this video, I'm just going to read that content. So today I will be discussing how to read binary file. Okay, so first of all, what to do is we need to create a class, and here this is the name of the class read binary, and here it is the main method. So children, in the previous class I have explained what is the purpose of exception handling. So exception handling is very important while you read or write any file which is stored in secondary storage devices. So children, if you see this, one more thing I told you last time that whenever any term output comes, definitely it means that it is a binary file, and whenever reader term it means that it is byte oriented, but whenever terms reader and writer comes, definitely it is character oriented. So here while you write the data within binary file, there are two classes, file output stream and data output stream. The object of the file output stream, which is actually representing any file, will come in the constructor as a, here you need to pass it. So what happens, we are using three methods. One is write integer, write int method. One is write UTF method, which is basically recording the string format value, and this is recording the double type value. The name of the file is sample, so the same path I will be needing, so that's why I'm just copying this path. Okay, now I'm just going to read. So children, first of all, what you have to do, file input stream. File input stream is needed, and here it is, I have assigned a null value. I will tell you the reason why I have assigned this. Actually, it is very important to assign here with a null value, and there is another variable which is data output stream, and here it is also assigned a null value. So children, actually the same concept is here that sorry, it is not data output stream, but it is data input stream. This is data input stream, and it is DIN. This is the object of that. Children, here this file input stream basically will be representing the secondary storage device where the file is stored, and this data input stream will be representing actually is responsible to extract the data with the help of file input stream. Okay, so children, whenever we want to read any file, here this is the important thing which will come into play. Here you can see that it is Children, you can see that it is file not found exception. I'm just writing. I will show you why I'm writing this. Children, actually, the location of the file is in the secondary storage device, and if you write this like new file input stream, and here you need to supply the path. So, children, what happens in case the file is not there? So actually this is very important statement, and this must be kept within the try block, because the probability is that it may raise exception, which is file not found exception, if file is not there. Here if you run this code, you will see that this error will not come because the file is there, it is located there, nothing has come. But if you change the name of the file, since only sample.dat is there, but if I'm changing the name of the file, you can see that this output is, this error is coming. So file not found, this message is now, so user friendliness of the program increases if you use exception handling. So actually you cannot write this statement before this or outside the try block, because it will definitely raise the exception if file is not there. So that's why you need to capture it properly. So children, here it is sample.dat is the name of the file which is there. Okay, one more thing, now we are going to read that file. So how to read? So I need to just create, initialize this object, and I need to pass it. Okay, this is what now if you run this program, we are going to we will be able to read the file, and the file is deducted, it is there in the system. So we are ready. One more thing, children, when you try to read any binary file, you must know the proper sequence, how the data was recorded earlier. Actually, the data was recorded initially, it was the roll number, and then it was the name, and then it was the average marks. You must know the data type of these variables. So initially integer is recorded, then name was recorded, and then average marks was recorded. So in the same sequence, we will be reading the data. And now one more thing is that here I am just making one more variable EOF, and initially this EOF is false. And now I have taken this EOF variable, actually it will be treated as a status variable. Children, when we want to write any infinite loop, because we never know how long we have to read the file, with the help of this while loop only I will be reading the file. But the question is when to stop reading this file. So definitely when the end of the file is reached. Suppose we started reading the file from the uh, beginning, and the control is moving from top to bottom, and suppose this is the marker of EOF, means it is end of file. So it simply means that when control reaches this place, we have to immediately terminate. So this is what we have to do, we have to immediately terminate. Okay, now so, but if I'm writing while true, it means it will become an infinite loop, it will not terminate. So how to write this? I'm just writing while not EOF. So why I'm writing this? Because initially the value of EOF is false, and if I'm writing not EOF means it is true. So it is equivalent to that previous loop, it is while true. So now with the help of this, I am just reading this, I'm just going to read that file. Okay, so and the benefit of using such way is that whenever end of the file reaches, I will be just, I will be there, I will be making this variable true. So when end of file is reached, I will be making this variable true. So here when control comes to check this, it will be false. So what happens? Not true means false. So what happens? Then this loop will get terminated. So that's why I have used this variable. Okay, now start reading the file. So children, whenever any writing or writing and reading happens, you need to write this. You need to have another try block, and this is nested block. Nested try and catch concept. The outer try only checks that if file is not found, and the inner try is responsible to generate the exceptions while reading the file, right? Okay, so one thing is whenever you read, always sorry, always input output exception occurs. So this input output exception occurs whenever you try to read anything. Okay, so now here I'm just going to read. So that is here I'm just reading that. So int roll number, so it is din dot read int. This is the function because I have to maintain that sequence. So first of all, roll number, next time is name. This is the name, and here then it comes that average, that is dot read double. So these are the methods which are very important. So now children, here what happens, we need to print these values, and I'm just going to print. So here it is roll number, which is roll number is R number, which is this, and after that I need to just write name is, this is the name, this is actually the name, and here after that I need to write average marks. So these are AVG, it is AVG. Okay. Now children, but one thing which I have not written is very important, and don't forget to write that, because children, here whenever any file pointer reads any file, definitely it reaches at the end of the file. Suppose this is the file, this is the file block, and the control is reading this, and it reaches at this point, and further data is not there. So one exception is automatically raised, which is EOF exception. This EOF exception, and this exception you need to hold, you need to catch. And one more thing I am just telling you, child, that this input output exception is the super exception of that end of file exception. So end of file exception. So here before this catch block, there will be another catch block. So that is EOF exception, and EOF here I'm just writing, and here what to do is EOF is equals to true. So why I'm writing this? Because whenever end of file exception happens, this EOF variable will become true. And EOF variable, when it becomes true, then definitely this variable is the value of this EOF. Earlier it was false, and now it has become true. So the loop, this, when EOF becomes true, control, after initializing this value, when control comes here to check this, is it is true, and not true means false. So the condition becomes false here, the loop will terminate, and immediately control will stop reading the file. So I would like to execute this. You just see the sequence is there, and now you can see that roll number 10, it is Shardul, average marks 89, roll number 11, Ravi Prakash, average marks 67, and roll number 12 is Vijay Seth, Total average marks are 98. So children, this is how we have to, we have to read that. Now, one thing I would like to tell you. Now, first of all, this outer try block is needed just to check if the file is there or not, because these two are very important statements, and these must be kept within try block. And if file is not there, so it normally generates the exception, which is file not found exception. And here the common message we have displayed, that file not found. Again, I'm just going to execute. If suppose the name of that file I have changed, sample6.dat, you can see that further it will not read the file, and it will only show a user friendly message that file is not found. And if you execute, if you pass the correct name of the file, definitely the file is there. Then it will execute the rest of the part, and here you can see that the file is there. And this is how we can read and read any binary file. And yesterday, the day before, even the day before yesterday, means on Saturday, I have shown you how to create binary files. I hope you all have understood this concept, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.